What's flopping, pups? So one day I was just chilling on YouTube and I found this sweet game called Sweet No Death, and I was just like, I have to draw that. So no more small talk, let's start with Stella. First, I started putting down my sketch colors. I don't know, I just do this because I like my sketch colors to stay consistent, and Collecty doesn't have a palette thing where I can store my colors. And as you can see, I was having a little trouble with the eyes. Usually I just draw my character's eyes as ovals, but this game caused me to branch out. I tried making her look bubbly and happy because that's just how she is. It's also how she wants the world around her to be. She doesn't allow any death or any problems. Which should be great, but Lamb Chop, a character I'll draw later, doesn't seem too fond of the idea of a quote-unquote perfect world. And I can understand both sides, but I'll talk about Stella's first here. Obviously, who would want to live through a life of misery, so it seems like she's gathered all these animals to make her own happy town where nothing can go wrong. And that's great, good on you, girl. I'm not sure what her powers are specifically, but it's something to do with healing and making people forget things, which I think is a pretty cool power. Usually I don't add noses, it's just part of my art style, but it seems like a core element for this game's art style, so I decided to include it. And you'd think if I remember a tiny detail like the nose, I'd remember the hat too, but I forgot. I guess I just have the memory of a big potato. I hate drawing dresses. With my chunky lines, they just don't work. I tried making it look good, but I'll let you be the judge of that. There's a lot of minor details that I had to try to translate in my art style, like the clothing. You know another thing that doesn't work in my art style? Hands. I know literally every artist hates hands. I think I could do it, I just need to find a way that looks nice in my style and make sure they look like, well, hands. You'd think with a simple style like mine they'd be easy, but I guess hands are just never easy. Unless your art style makes hand circles or nubs, then lucky you. I made her reach her other hand into the sky or like she was waving goodbye. I think previously I was gonna make her throw hearts or something, but I forgot, so... Now time for everyone's favorite part, backgrounds. Usually I hate drawing backgrounds, not necessarily because it's hard, but because 1, I'm lazy, 2, I can't think of any backgrounds besides the basic green grass, blue sky, and white clouds. But I squeezed out some creative juices and thought of something else. I mean, it's not really that creative, but whatever, at least she's not floating in a white void. Speaking of white, I heard this trick where if you make your canvas a slightly off gray, it'll be better for your eyes. Ever since I've heard this trick, I've been using this. That's why the canvas is kind of a dusty blue. No eye pain, yay. Okay, yes, we're finally at the line art. You guys literally just watched me do the sketch, so I don't think you mind if I sped this up a little more. Coloring time. I love the pastel color scheme in this game. It just adds to the overall cutesy vibe, especially the pinks. This did make it kinda hard to add contrast, but Stella's hair was definitely a big help. I just love that purple, can you tell? I also thought the transparent puffs on her dress were fun. I did have to do a little bit of layering magic, but the end result was worth it. I was fiddling with the window colors for quite a bit. I couldn't decide if I wanted to make them yellow as if someone were in the house or dark blue like it was empty, but eventually I settled on yellow because I wanted to do some lighting stuff. Speaking of lighting, now we're on to shading. I wanted the light source to be coming from those two lampposts over there, but I'm not sure how clear I made that. Anyway, I still think the lighting looks cool. These effect gradients were fun to add. I was tied between the dark blue one and the yellowish orange, so I just downloaded them both. And that's it. Here are the two versions with all of their glory. I'm gonna keep posting these speed paints until I finish the whole cast, but for now, I'm tired.